Today I want to talk about a conversation between two people, the man and the woman. Number one, the woman said to the man she was really tired that day. They hadn't get back come out cheap until late the night before. The man agreed with her. He said they had just spent the weekend at a mall and he wanted to know how it had been. The woman replied that it had been fantastic. She couldn't remember that time before. She had had so much fun. She wanted to know if the man was planning to take a vacation soon. The man disagreed with her. He said he had to wait for return his business trip to Hong Kong. He was planning to rest at the house at the beach for the first week of August. Number two, the man said to the woman they needed a plan a following day's meeting. His schedule started at 8:30 and he thought they had to have a financial report first. The woman agreed with him. She commented Sari would speak second before she was going to introduce New York project. The man agreed with her. Then he thought it could be time for coffee break. He suggested putting time presentation after coffee break and taking after a lunch. The woman agreed with him. She said after lunch they could go over quarterly report and organize the planning. She thought they could manage to go for everything before the end of the day. Number three, the woman said sorry about the fact that she didn't see the man's name anywhere on her reservation list. The man replied to her. He called to make the reservation 4 weeks before, so she had reserved a single room for an entire week. He showed his reservation number. The woman commented they just didn't think to have there, but she could do that. She said she would give him a double room for 2 nights and just charge him a single. Then at Wednesday he could move in a single room for the rest of the week. She suggested giving him a voucher good for 3 dinners in their restaurant. The man agreed with her. He thought that would work out and thanked for the meal ticket. Number 4. The man said, "Welcome to city tour." He said they could be leave at just 5 minutes for Natural History Museum. The woman agreed with him. She hoped they could spend almost a morning there. The man replied to her, actually they had to leave there by 11. Then if it didn't rain, they had been a walking tour in the nearby monuments before arriving at her restaurant at 10. Then it was after the art museum before afternoon. The woman was surprised by that. She hoped they didn't have to walk too far, and she had to wait until the following day to get in the shopping restaurants. Number 6. The woman complained to the man they had planned the meeting for that afternoon. But when Mr. Johnson hadn't arrived the night before, we had postponed it. The man wanted to know the woman would be there the day after. The woman disagreed with him. She said she had called that evening to say they should reschedule the meeting for the next week. The man said to the woman his secretary had made a reservation for him for the 16th of January. The woman wanted to know for how many days. The man replied to her, for 6. But if his wife came, she could stay until the 26th. Number 3. The man wanted to know what was delayed. He had been waiting for an hour. The woman replied to him he would to be there for another 30 minutes at least. The police weren't letting anyone through until 6. The man commented she would have stayed up at the office. The next number. The woman said to the man he had been going to take Friday off and not come back until Tuesday. The man was happy about that. He said a 4-day a weekend. The woman commented that except she had been told to be there first thing Monday morning. The next number. The woman said to the man that was last train to Osaka. The man disagreed with her. He has said that there were 2 more after that. They left every 30 minutes. The woman supposed 8:30 had to be early for the last. The next number. The man said to the woman the meeting Friday morning would be over by soon, so he could be home the next day. The woman replied to him they were having company Sunday, so she hoped he would be there. The man commented he would be home before that. The next. The woman said to the man she would be gone until the week after next. The man replied to her that means she could be back too late to have them. The woman agreed with her. It was okay. Her lawyer was coming in that afternoon. The next number. The man complained to the woman. It was very hot that day. The woman replied to him, according to the records, the last time it had been that hot had been July 18, 1970. The man was surprised by that. He said that had been his 8th wedding anniversary. The 14th. The woman A complained to the woman B that Australian plane could be ready until June. The woman B replied to the woman A that was too late. They had to be operational in January. The woman A commented June was earliest. They needed 6 more months. The last. The man said to the woman, Tracker had started buying their stock last July. The woman wanted to know how many shares they held then. The man commented, in October they had bought 15,000. They must have over 6% then, and at that rate, 8% by January. Thank you for your listening.